Hey, coin folk, welcome back. Time for another hunt. Got ourselves a box of quarters. Let's see what we got inside. Hopefully circulated. I assume it is in the style box. I don't think I've ever gotten the style box before and had it been new. And it looks like we're going to maintain that trend. We got circulated coinage, so we got a hunt. Let's go. I'll be back. Oh, very first roll, we got ourselves our first find. It's a little rough, but we have a San Francisco, not intended for circulation. New Hampshire. Been floating around out there for a while, I'm assuming, but it is technically a find, so not as good as what Dirty Water is doing over here. If you get bored with my video, go look up this video. Like, I'm just getting started, and it's crazy already. This man's unconscious. But let's get back to over here and just hope I can find something as good as he's finding. But let's go. All right, we're on roll 4 here. Got a Wyoming State Quarter on the scope. She's a little rough, but she does have DDR on it. I believe it's DDR number 12 on Variety Vista. See some doubling kind of right in this area here. Kind of spans that whole little, I don't know, gap between, I don't even know what, is that like a saddle horn? Is that what that's called? I don't know, but you see it right there. But wish she's in a little better shape, but she's pretty beat up. But it's fine, so we'll take it. Keep on moving. Let's go. On roll 5 here, we got a pretty cool one on the scope. Got a 94 Philly. You can see right here we got a giant die crack that's coming up into the bust. It runs along the bust and kind of real faint back out on this side here. So I wish we had a little shift in the die, but we haven't quite got to that point by the looks of it. But it's still pretty cool. I'll have to look up and see if I could find I'm assuming it would be listed as a no date cud if there was one out there. See if I could match one up that's listed, but still pretty sweet find. It's actually in pretty darn good shape for a 94 that's floating around out there. So we'll gladly take that. And if I do find something, I will let you know what we get. But for now, let's go. So we're on roll 11 here. We've got a 93 Philly under the scope here. It's half of what we had on the 94 Philly earlier. We've got a pretty good sized die crack coming from the rim down through the bottom of the bust. Looks like it ends right about there. And unfortunately, she doesn't pop back out to the rim. That would have been another cool find, but this is all right. It's a little beat up, but you'll have that. And I also looked, I couldn't find a no date cud. So maybe they caught it before it ever became a full on cud. Who knows? But I didn't see any listings for a rim to rim on it either. So, but it was still a cool find, especially in as good a shape as it was. Unfortunately, this one isn't in quite as good a shape, but it's cool. So we're going to keep on moving. Let's go. So we're still on the same roll. We got another 90s quarter here, this time out of Denver, 98. Pretty squared up strike on the front. And then on the reverse, we got a little bit of misaligned die. You can kind of see how it's thicker over here on the left-hand side and then kind of tapers off and goes completely away on the right-hand side of the coin over here. So it's kind of cool little error. Nothing super crazy, but don't find them super often, so we'll take it and keep on moving. All right, we're still on the same roll. We got another one here. We got a New Hampshire under the scope. Pretty good amount of grease strike through down here on the bottom. Kind of all around in different spots on the coin. Kind of different areas of weakness. And then around again on this side. A lot of the mottos like partially washed out. Can't for sure see the mint mark in the shadow. I'm guessing it's got, just by a strike, I'm guessing it's a Philly, but, and then we also got some strike through on the back, mainly up in this area. Again, it would have been another one that would have been nice to find a little earlier in its life. It's a little rough looking now, but still a cool little find. All kinds of little goodies popping out of this roll, so got a few more coins in it, so let's get back to it. Well, back on roll 23 here. This just must be a box for little die cracks down around the date. Wish we could find a nice cut down around there, but you see it runs from the rim here up through the bottom of the bust. We can kind of get the light on a little bit. It's not like super thick, but I don't know. I don't know that I've ever found one like kind of like this. And now we found three very, very similar in one box. So I guess we'll take them and keep on moving. Let's go. Well, back on roll 27, and we got ourselves another one. Nice little die crack there from the rim up through the bust. I actually think it comes, I can't really see it, but it looks like it comes all the way across the bust, and it's really, really faint coming back out the other side here. If you can kind of see, kind of right above the 7, kind of runs down this way. It's so grimy and dirty and faint in that area though, so I can't really tell if it comes all the way back out to the rim or not, but this is the box for him apparently, so who knows? Probably find another one, but let's keep finding and let's go. On roll 29 here, we got our second San Francisco Minute Quarter. Business strike, not intended for circulation. This one's in much better shape than the last one was. Far from perfect, but pretty decent shape for being floating around out there. So we'll take it, and we'll keep on moving. Back on roll 38 here, we got another 94 under the scope, and this one's got pretty cool little strike through right in the middle of George's noggin there. You can kind of see that it's like almost like bowl shaped. That's a pretty good indication that it's not postment damage. And then there's really no displacement on the reverse or like any kind of change. Something that large, you would see like it kind of bowled out on the back. Unfortunately, the coin has been fairly well circulated, but it's still kind of a cool find. We'll take it. So keep on moving. I'll be back. Very same roll here, and we got a 2019 AMP under the scope. Unfortunately, it's not a W, but it does have a nice little rim cut down here, right underneath the dollar there, right just on the rim. Not the most huge cut, not into the field, unfortunately, but it's still a cool little find. Don't find these a whole lot, it seems like, on modern quarters, but we'll take that if I can get it to focus. Pretty cool. I'll have to see, try to look it up, see if this one's listed or not real sure, but cool little find, so let's keep going. Back on roll 45 here, we got a 2017 DC under the scope here. Got a pretty cool little strike through. Let me kind of zoom in here a little bit if I can. Right down here by kind of by the mint mark, the end of $quarter there, right off the rim. It's kind of different looking. I don't think I've ever found one quite like that. Okay, but it's a little bit of a find. We'll take it. Keep on moving. Got about 5 rolls left, a little over. And if I don't see you before then, we'll be back for a little wrap up. Well, we wrapped up our box here. Just a little recap of what we found. It's pretty decent little finds. Nothing super crazy, but we had a couple NIFCs out of San Francisco. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, this one was the one with the little rim cut down there underneath dollar. This one here's got that little strike through right in the middle of George's head there. Little strike through down by the mint mark. Our DDR on the Wyoming. And then this one with the little misaligned die strike on the reverse. And then we had our little parade of die cracks down by the date. Some of them aren't going to show up real good right here because they're fairly faint. But this one shows up pretty decent. This is definitely by far my favorite coin out of the hunt. It's pretty decent shape with that nice die crack coming through the date, across the bust and back out the end of the ponytail there, back out to the rim. So pretty sweet little find. I'll gladly take that. And that's going to be a wrap on this box. Nope, no W's, no silver, but some decent finds. We'll take it. And not sure what the next hunt will be or the next video will be, but I'll see you over there, folks. Peace.